Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song called Love 'Em All by K.Michelle. And I end up caping this on 6th fret to kind of match the recording, but we'll walk through a couple things in reposition just in case you don't have a capo. And it starts off with this cool little bass line where you can play 3rd on the low E 3 times, and then 3rd on the low E 1 time, and then open A. So we got kind of a 1, 1, 1, 3, open A, or F, 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 G, A. And you can back that up with chords by starting on an F major chord. And normally you do this as a 1st fret bar. I'm going to talk about some really easy options here too. And then 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the A 3rd, pinky on the D 3rd. And if you strum all those together, it sounds an F major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now a good substitute for that if you're just starting out could be F major 7, where you do 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the D 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the groovy sounds of F major 7. Now you may also dig on an F major 13, where you could do 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of work that for the F. And then from the F we'd be going to a G major chord. And normally you do that 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the high E 3rd. And if you strum all those together, it sounds a G major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also dig on putting 3 on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And kind of working that for your G major. And then from the G we'd be going to an A minor chord. Normally you do this 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the G 2nd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord and it sounds really simple. Now you may also dig on lifting off the 1st finger, making that an A sus2, or adding in the pinky on the B 3rd for an A suspended chord and kind of saying some stuff around that chord. Or you could lift off the 3rd finger, make that an A minor 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7. Or really easy out, using something called an A7 sus, doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And that way you can kind of work it as kind of an F major 13 idea to a G idea, and then go into the A. And you may want to work kind of a down count, actually even just doing big downs on a lot of these chords, because some of the chords kind of happen kind of quick. So even doing kind of the F, G, A minor, it's just downstrokes might be kind of a cool way to kind of work that. Or you can even kind of try and match that rhythm. F, G, A minor, F, G, A minor. Or you could try and fill in time with those chords. Kind of a F, 2, 3, G, A minor. And the A minor almost kind of comes in a little early. This is a little weird. F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A, 2, 3, 1. Oh, yeah, but then we do, wow, so it'd be 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus another 8. So F for 3, G for 3, A for 2, and another 8. 7, 8, F, 2, 3, G, A. F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If that seems really crazy timing-wise, you may want to just try kind of 4 on the F, 4 on the G, and then 8 on the A. And I think if you're playing it out, that would work really well. Actually, just kind of thinking of the F and the G as a halving idea. Or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So we do the F major 7 and just try battle. You have the down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So on that part, you could kind of half the F and the G. And down, down, G, down, down, up, and then do the whole pattern on the A minor. F, down, down, G, down, down, up, A minor. Or you may want to dig on kind of splitting the F and the G, and you can do that with a down, down, up on the F. Go to the G for the up, down, up, and then go to the A minor for down, down, up, down, up. So F, down, down, up, G, up, down, up, A minor, kind of split the pattern. Or if you want to try and get that A minor to come in early, you may want to do the F with the down, down, go to the G for the up, and then go to the A minor for the last down, up, and then do the whole pattern. It's a little bit trickier. F, down, down, G on the up, A minor, F, G, A minor, F, down, down, G on the up, A minor. So you kind of dig on that. And then from there, from that intro, then we go into kind of our main verse chorus idea, which kind of works around this bass line where you play 1st fret on the low E, to 3rd fret on the low E, to open A, but then open 3rd fret on the A. So it's kind of a little variation of what we just talked about. So you got F, G, A, D, C, F, G, A, D, C. So you could kind of kick that off with the F chord, the G, and then the A minor. And if you want to follow that D minor idea, or the D idea, you play a D minor chord. Normally you do this 1st finger on the high E 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, oh, the sad sounds of D minor. Now you may also dig on lifting the 1st finger, making it a D sus 2, or adding in the pinky on the high E 3rd for a D suspended chord, kind of say some stuff around that. And then for the C note, you may want to back that up with a C major chord by doing 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the A 3rd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also dig on lifting the 1st finger, making that a C major 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd for a C major 9 and kind of say some stuff around that. Or another way to play C major 9 is to do 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the A 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working that through C major. And you may want to work downs through this too. Actually, timing wise, it's really quick. You got kind of the F, G, A, D, C, and randomly on the D, you could do the D sus with 1st finger on the G 2nd, and then leave 3 and 4 down on the B and the high E, and that way you're actually leaving 3 and 4 down through that whole part, kind of the F, G, A7 sus, D sus, C, F, G, A, D, C, F, G, A, D, C. Might make it a little bit easier to make that chord change. Now you could also just leave out that A minor. It happens so fast, I think you could completely ignore it. So you could even kind of work as just a F, G, and then a D minor, C. F, G, A minor, or D, C, kind of working that idea. Or you could work the down idea, kind of the down count, kind of F, G, A, D, C, F, G, A, D, C. So what are we doing? Let's see, F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A, just like we were doing with the other idea of the anticipation. But then we go to the D for 3, and then C for 5. So F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A, 2, D, 2, 3, C. F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A, 2, D, 2, 3. And then C for 5. That's a weird deal too. If you're doing the down, down, up, though, and you want to kind of try and get all those chords in, you can start out with the F, with the down, down, go to the G for the up, hit the A minor for the down, up, just like we were doing on the intro, and then go to the D minor for the down, down, and then go to the C for the up, down, up. So you have F, down, down, G on the up, A minor, D minor, down, C, up, down, up, F, down, G, A minor, D minor, C, F, G, A minor, D minor, C, F, G, A minor, D minor, C. Now if that seems too much to remember, you could also kind of think just F, G, leave out the A minor. So kind of a F, G, and then go right to the D minor, C. So you might want to try kind of leaving that out too. D minor, C, F, G, D minor, C, F, G, D minor, C. And then we'll basically be going into our pre-chorus, just like our intro, back through our chorus and kind of repeating those parts until we get to our bridge part. And on the bridge part, we almost have enough time to use our whole strum pattern on each chord. Kind of our A minor, and then G, and then we go to F, but then we go to a C, and we kind of have a C with a G major, but you'll kind of hear the A string on the 2nd fret B note come out of that G, and that's called the G/B, or G with the B in the bass. So on that C, G/B, you may want to do a down, down, up on each of those chords, or you kind of half those like we were talking about with the other ones, kind of the C with the down, down, and then go to the G for the up, down, up. So through the bridge that way, you'd have the A minor, G, F, C, G, A minor, G, F, C, G. Or for myself, what felt really good was called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing it into two parts with our down, down, up, down, up. Kind of a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I think matches the recording really well is a down, up, down, up, down, 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you take the A minor, do a down for 1 and a up on 4. Kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. It's kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, up on 4. So kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, 1, up, 1, up, up. And then on the last beat, you go down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, up, 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 down. So what can be kind of cool is do the A minor for the down, up, up. Go to the G for the down, up, and then the down, up, and then go to the F for the down, up, and then go to the C for the down, up, or the down, up, and then go to the G slash B for the down, up. So you got A minor, down, up, G, up, down, up, F, up, C, up, G slash B, A minor, G, F, C, G, A minor, G, F, C, G, through that bridge part. And then we'll be going into our last chorus, kind of for our outro. Now the weird part is to play along with K.Michelle, instead of starting on an F major chord, she's actually starting on a B major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 6th fret, then now your F is really a B major, and your G is really a C sharp major, and your A minor is really a D sharp minor, and your F, or D minor, is really a G sharp minor, and the C major is really an F sharp major. But to take it from the very beginning, we could kind of work just that bass line, kind of that F, 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 G, A, and you could just use just that, or you could kind of work the down count on the chords, F, G, A minor, and kind of fill in that time, F, G, A minor, or you could do the down, down, up, kind of that F, G, A minor, kind of just generalizing the F and G. Or you could try the anticipation that we were kind of working. F down, down, G, A minor, F, G, A minor. Or something else that I like to add to a song like this too is bass notes. And a lot of times on the first down of the down, down, up, you're throwing a bass for the chord. So on the F major 7 you'd have D for the bass. On the F bar you'd have the low E for the bass. On the G you'd have low E for the bass. On the A minor you'd have the A for the bass. On the D minor you have the D for the bass. And on the G you have low E for the bass. But if you want to bring out that G slash B you'd have the A for the bass. So we could add basses to it and make it just a bass down up for the F and G, and then the whole pattern on the A minor. F, G, A minor. Or you could split it with the basses. F, G, A minor. Or you could split with the anticipation. F, G, A minor. F, G, A minor. F, G, A minor. And then from that intro, then we go into our first verse. You work that with just the down idea, kind of F, G, A minor, D minor, C. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. Or you could try that with the down idea, A minor, D minor, C. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. Or you could just make it the F to the G and the D minor, C if you want to generalize that. F, G, leave out the A minor, D minor, C. Or you could do the down, down, up, and have the F, G, A minor, D minor, C. F down, F down, up, A minor, D minor, C. Or you could add basses, F, G, A minor, D minor, C. repeat that 8 times, then we go into our pre-chorus part, which is like our intro. So we're kind of back to that F, G, A minor. Into our chorus, which is just like our verse. So F, G, A minor, D minor, C. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. Or you work just the down idea. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. Yeah, it just kind of feels really good that way. D minor, C. Repeat that 8 times for our chorus, and then we go back into kind of a little piece of our intro, but you'll hear the words of the verse already starting on the second verse. It's kind of F, G, A minor, F, G, A minor, F, G, A minor, F, G, A minor, almost like an abbreviated verse I did. And then from there, then we go into our main verse progression, like our chorus. Kind of F, G, A minor, D minor, C. For our verse, second verse, and then we go into our pre-chorus part. So now we're back to our F, G, A minor, kind of like our intro. F, G, A minor, and then from there, then we go into our next chorus, back to our main progression. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. For our next chorus, and this is kind of the second chorus, and then we go into our bridge part. And on the bridge, you could work just the bass down, up, down, up, and on the C, G, / B, you may want to just do a bass down, up on each of those chords to kind of bring out that bass line. So A minor, G, F, C, G / B, A minor, G, the 16th idea, and I think this is really where it's at. You could add bass notes to that and work it off of bass, up, bass, up, down, up, bass, up, bass, up, down, up. So you can do the A minor with the bass, up, go to the G for the bass, up, down, down, go to the F for a bass, up, and then C with the bass, up, and then go to the G for the down, down. There's almost kind of a break, I think, on that last G. And then from there we go into our main chorus idea for our outro. So back to our F, G, A minor, D minor, C. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. F, G, A minor, D minor, C. F, G, A minor. Oh, wow, y'all took the 16th and then applied to the chorus. That could be very cool. You could do the F with the down, up, G with the down, up, A minor with the last down, up, and then go to the D minor for the down, up, and then go to the C for the down, up, down. Kind of dig on that. F, G, A minor, D minor, C, or you can add basses to that. On that and want to experiment with that too, or if you have other ways that or other licks that round those chords you want to add to it, kind of make the song your own. I think that's really where it's at. But thanks so much for watching, and please do like this video and subscribe if this was a help to you. So good luck.